this elaborate story. And then there's, governors, obviously, they can make the decision whether or not that they would want to coincide with such a maneuver. And they would have the right to say they want the National Guard in their state or not, and they would be able to say yes or no as far as this goes. Spokespeople for the governors of Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California, Colorado, Oklahoma, Oregon, and New Mexico said they were unaware of the proposal. If this actually was a true story, don't you think that all the governors from all of those states would know something? Wouldn't you think? Again, how embarrassing for Newsmax. I mean, I like to reference some of the good stories. A lot of times it's good, but that's terrible. But then they reference AP and they publish the AP story. And there's networks that are going to just run with this story and get people outraged. I was talking to a lady this morning about, what we do here at For the People. And I said, I know politics are not popular. They say, we need to do a show that's political. It is political. But what isn't political these days? There's politics everywhere you go. You're politicking about something. You may not like to play the game, but it exists in churches, in small organizations. Even in the smallest, there's more politics going on there. May not be voting for a president, may not be voting for a governor, but it's politics nevertheless. Know where you get your news from and who tells you what and where they got it from. What is your source is the best answer. Who is your source and how did you validate that source? See, that's what good journalism is about. It's supposed to be about when they teach you who, what, why, where, and when. The 5 W's. Who, what, why, where, and when. Imagine if the false news network, the fake news network, CNN, fake news all the time, CNN. I should do the liner for them. Because like I said, I don't think they're any better than, what is the tabloid magazines that are in the grocery store? The Inquirer, Sun, whatever they are, you take your pick. They're funny to look at, but it's a bunch of erroneous crap. In the magazines, you just have to chuckle. You have to laugh to yourself. Angela Jolie has 6 chins. Crap like that. It's like, come on. Give me a break. But, there's a lot of people that are entertained by it. They're amused by it. It's almost like they want to believe these particular things. Again, that's why, folks, that we're so divided as a country, because I tell you the mistruths that are out there. Is Donald Trump right on the money? I think he's spot on the money. Spot on the money. The Russian ship thing, that's a little interesting. We'll talk a little about that on the next segment a little bit. But here is Donald Trump talking about what he might do or what the mainstream media would love him to do, but what he won't do. Donald Trump.
If we could get along with Russia, that's a positive thing. We have a very talented man, Rex Tillerson, who's going to be meeting with them shortly. And I told him, I said, I know politically it's probably not good for me. Hey, the greatest thing I could do is shoot that ship that's 30 miles offshore right out of the water. Everyone in this country is going to say, oh, it's so great. That's not great. That's not great. I would love to be able to get along with Russia. Now, you've had a lot of presidents that haven't taken that tack. Look where we are now. Look where we are now. So, if I can. Now, I love to negotiate things. I do it really well and all that stuff. But it's possible I won't be able to get along with Putin. Maybe it is. But I want to just tell you, the false reporting by the media, by you people, the false, horrible, fake reporting, makes it much harder to make a deal with Russia. If we have a good relationship with Russia, believe me, that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
So when you say they're not good, do you mean that
Who
they
did
are
I say is not good?
No, when I read off the 3 things that have recently happened,
No,
each
it's
one of them
not
you said
good,
they're
but they
not
happen.
good. But do they damage the relationship?
They all happened
undermine
recently. No, I'm
this
going to
country's
see what
ability
happens.
to work with Russia?
They all happened recently, and I understand what they're doing because they're doing the same thing. Now, again, maybe I'm not going to be able to do a deal with Russia, but at least I will have tried. And if I don't, does anybody really think that Hillary Clinton would be tougher on Russia than Donald Trump? Does anybody in this room really believe that?
All right, you had to hear that. It makes perfect sense. I just love how he coined that. He phrased that. There are people that would love him to do that, to blow him out, but it's not a reasonable thing to do. It's international waters. They're in international waters, so you're going to blow them up? We got spy ships over there. Since the Cold War, we've been doing this. We got ships there. They got a ship here. I think only one. I think we got several ships over there patrolling what they're doing. They're not doing anything different than we've been doing. However, the missiles that they actually have aboard, it's not a good thing. So that kind of freaks me out a little bit. Talk a little about that. And again, still waiting for President Trump to make remarks. They are in North Charleston, South Carolina. And we'll hopefully drop in and bring a little bit of audio for your ears so you can hear what he's talking about. And I'm sure he'll have some common sense things to say. Imagine that. It's refreshing. You know, sometimes when you talk to people about common sense things that people can do immediately to rectify a failing situation, something that's not working. What is the definition of insanity? You've heard of this before, haven't you? You have, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Yeah, that's it. Doing things over and over again the same way and expecting a different result. I mean, that's insanity. That's the definition of insanity. And that's what our government's been doing. And expecting to get something different. Well, you know, recognizing that the national debt is skyrocketing out of control, trillions of dollars, recognizing it is not fixing it. You can recognize a lot of things. You're overweight. You're going to get diabetes if you don't check your weight. Oh, did you go to the doctors to see what your blood is? Because your cholesterol. Yes, your cholesterol can clog your arteries and kill you. Do you know what your levels are? I'm a big advocate, by the way, for heart disease. My dad died at 50, 98% block, and 99-point-something block. Actually more than that. Good friend of mine, thank God he's alive. He's listening today. He had some chest pains, exercising, went in, had a procedure done, has a stent in his heart, but he's going to live. We got to get together and have dinner. Good friend of mine and of the broadcast. God bless you. Shalom. So pleased that he's okay. Great guy, great father, great contributor to society, a brainiac, smart guy, nice guy, and one of the nicest guys that you'd ever want to meet. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, a little about Russia. Hopefully we'll be hearing from the president, too. By the way, if you love the broadcast, please share it with somebody. I'd appreciate that. And can you become a supporter of what we do today? We're 100% listener supported, $1 a day, or you can do $1 a month or make a one-time donation. But I do need your help. Can I count on you? We'll be back right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now,
I'm a mom. And just like millions of other women, that's why I own guns. We're responsible, we're law-abiding, and we're everything that makes America strong. Every day, we're willing to use a firearm to defend our families. But the media will never tell those stories. If a mom puts a gun to the face of a home-invading thug and makes him run for his life, the story gets buried. But if she's unarmed and murdered, the cameras will be at the scene before the police. It's time for moms like me to speak out. We are the majority. We demand the freedom to defend our families. And we challenge the media to tell the truth about our rights. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
Listener supported and proud of it. For the People. Now back to Keith.
hey, ladies and gentlemen, For the People continues on your radio, and diplomatically, I think Donald Trump is trying to handle this Russian spy ship that's currently loitering, is basically what officials are saying right now, off the coast of Norfolk, Virginia, and which is home to the largest naval base in the world, if you didn't know that. As of Friday morning, this Russian ship, the time of this broadcast, Friday morning, is slowly patrolling only 17 nautical miles, which is roughly 19 miles from land. The United States territorial waters exceed 12 nautical miles from the shore, so that's pretty darn close. The Victor Lenov, it's armed with an array of intelligence-gathering equipment used to intercept communications and analyze U.S. Navy sonar capability. Later traveled within 30 miles of Connecticut coast near a submarine, one of our sub-bases, earlier this week. And it left a home port of Russia near Norway, part of Russia's northern fleet, around New Year's Day, according to the American defense officials. I mean, we've been monitoring this thing since it deployed. I mean, we knew it was headed our way. They've done this before several years ago, and we don't know what it is, but with the missiles, that's a little concerning. And right next to our naval base. I don't know if we go right there where they are. I have no idea. But an interesting happening is that the Kremlin reportedly ordered state media to tone down Trump's coverage. Right now, Donald Trump is speaking right now, and let's talk about the dishonesty of the press. Oh, they're just playing stuff from yesterday.
Because so much of the news is fake. Over a course of time, I'll make mistakes, and you'll write badly, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay when it is fake. I mean, I watch CNN. It's so much anger and hatred.
Just for the record, we don't hate you. I don't hate you.
Okay.
So just want to pass that along.
The public doesn't believe you people anymore. Where are you from?
BBC.
Okay. Here's another beauty. Wait, let's see. I want to find a friendly reporter. Used to say it was John. Are you a friendly reporter?
Friendly
Watch
reporter.
how friendly he is. Wait. Watch how friendly he is. Go ahead.
There's another.
All right, so that, I thought Trump was actually, but that was yesterday at the White House. Unbelievable, very spirited, but this is what, yes, got him elected. This is what brought him over, and yes, it does appease the base. That's true. CNN said, oh, he was talking to the base and to the people, and they just love him because, he has rallies coming up and all of that other stuff. Yes, and yes, but he's not doing anything he said he wasn't going to do. He's living up to his promises, which is refreshing because it wasn't just what you've gotten from Barack Hussein Obama campaign rhetoric, which we get from so many presidents. It's refreshing that somebody actually rolls up its sleeves and actually starts doing something. Today in South Carolina, making deals with Boeing, slashing the price dramatically on 2 brand new Air Force One planes. Slashing it. What? To save American taxpayer is the burden.